Hi, welcome. How to get out of overthinking loops, how to calm your anxiety, how to move forward. Have you ever dealt with paralysis by analysis? You have so many decisions going on that you just freeze because you don't know which decision to make. And then you maybe start overthinking all these decisions. How did these decisions even come up onto your plate? And then next thing you know, you're thinking that you're a horrible person and you don't deserve to be here. That's the journey of overthinking. That's the journey of anxiety, the journey of becoming so frantic and so tight in our body that our ability to make a decision gets shut off. But we're adults and we need to be able to function. We need to get our nervous system under control and we need to be able to make decisions. We need to know that we trust those decisions. We need to know that when we need our body to be calm in a situation where we need to make a decision, we need to know that this brain isn't going to act like a monkey and start grasping for branch to branch to branch to branch. And yes, that's where mindfulness and meditation comes in. But I'm going to give you something a little bit easier. Sorry, my bangs are flat right now. This something easier is something that really helped me during a time of kind of coming out of a postpartum depression, I guess, if you will. And I was holding down the entire household. I had step kids and half children on like all different sides of me, and it was a lot to handle. And in the midst of all that, I was also not in a healthy relationship. Like literally, like my safety was an issue. And so I had to get out of that as well. And I was just so overwhelmed. There was this moment, so many moments. But I did go see a doctor and I got some help and he suggested some books. The two books were Power of Now and Wherever You Go, There You Are. And reading that book, Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, is one of the best things I could have done for myself. It taught me how to really zoom in to the present moment, but it also does teach you how to zoom out from a bird's eye point of view. So with this zooming in and zooming out, it's when you begin overthinking, your brain is thinking about everything it doesn't need to think about. And we do that because it's programmed to do that. It's programmed to look at all the past experiences and predict as many possible future scenarios to give us feedback that we may have to prepare for those scenarios. And that is just the reptilian side of the brain. That's not how we need to operate in this day and age. And if you are of faith, which this channel is definitely about being of faith, God has that plan taken care of for you. You don't have to overthink everything. You don't have to allow that reptilian brain to take over of, oh, we need to plan and prepare for this, this, and this, because that's not reality. Reality is that God takes care of all the planning. God's going to guide you. God's going to catch you. So with that thought, we can kind of stop the overthinking. And if you're not a fan of God, there's so many other spiritual people out there that don't put God into their things. Go find one of those people. I may not be your cup of tea because faith in God has literally kept me going up to this point, wherever I'm at in my life. So that's who I am contributing my success to, is God. Thanks, God. So grateful. Okay. So overthinking and anxiety, it's really about bringing it back to that present moment. What can you do in this moment about your situation? So maybe this isn't a choice of like, oh, I need to make this choice or this choice, but just in this moment, what can you actually do about whatever's on your mind? What are you overthinking about right now? And I really enjoy learning this exercise on weekends or after, like, outside of work, because if it's outside of business hours, most of the time you can't do anything. So until it's business hours, you can chillax. I feel like that's a really old school word. You can relax and not worry about it, because your worrying is going to affect the quantum field in a negative way. It's going to go back in time and create whatever situation you're worrying about to manifest. And that's not what we want. We want to just assume that it's already working out for us. And through that assumption, that is what is being expressed out into the quantum field, and that is what will be reflected to us when the time comes. So relax for the weekend, make your phone call on Monday morning, and you'll be surprised that maybe the scenario of all those scenarios your brain was thinking about, maybe, just maybe, that scenario that happens on Monday morning is the scenario that is working out for you and is in your best interest. I've noticed a lot of people run on a default negative bias. Default negative bias is where we assume things aren't going to work out for us. Or if they do work out for us, it's only a matter of time before the other shoe drops, or there's some catch, or it's only for a matter of time. And yes, the world is cyclical and there are waves, but it's also a spiral. So you're always leveling up. Even if you go through another dip and downfall, and even if you do lose things, that's where the beauty of the faith is you can rebuild. If you have $1 million and you lose it all, it's you that brought in that $1 million. You are capable of creating a new $1 million. It really is that simple. So bringing it back to the present moment, looking at where you're at right now. Are you paying attention to your environment? Are you paying attention to what's in front of you? Are you paying attention to actions that you could be doing at this moment? Or are you living in your imagination, thinking about all the things that could go wrong, thinking about something that's next week, having imaginary conversations in your head that you never actually have? Who remembers the words that they think they have? And like, you're having an imaginary conversation with yourself, not that other person. So enough with the imaginary conversations. That is a first step of awareness. What else? Bringing it into the now. Just taking a deep belly breath. Remembering that the breath is everything that's around us. And every time we take in a deep breath, we are taking in information from the conscious fields. We're bringing that in. We're pausing and allowing that information to seep out into this amazing sense of technology that is the human body, that is designed to receive information. It's all through the breath. Bringing yourself into the present moment. Asking yourself if there's any action that can be taken right now. And if there's not, then you redirect your focus to what you really want to be doing in that moment. The trick is to just pause, create some separation from the overthinking, and realize that the intention of things are always working out for you has so much power. So much power. So, I think I didn't say any of this in the beginning. My name is Deborah. I like to share about the human experience, help others understand the human experience. I'm not a life coach. I'm not here to fix you. I mean, I am a life coach, but I'm not here to fix you. It's about finding our inner selves, allowing your truest light to come through. Because when you're aligned and in coherence with the field, that's when magic happens. That's when we all collectively create this beautiful mandala of sacred geometry that is life. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for magic. I'm here for fairy tales. I shook my head no. So there's this interesting thing. If you notice your head nodding no or yes while you're saying something subconsciously, that's a sign. Body language is the first language of humankind, and it's international. So be mindful of your body language. My name's Deborah, Deborah K. Here to be love, reflect the truth in you. Make sure you like for the algorithms. Comment below. What have you been overthinking about? And can you bring yourself back to the present moment? Give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. That's your exercise for the week. Subscribe to get notified of any lives that I have not been doing. And they'll be back on soon. The hours are changing, light is changing. I am soaking up as much of this season change as possible. And winter will mean more videos. So 11/11 at the end there. Have a blessed day. I am love. I am here. Cheers.